Hello everybody, this is Thor Young with Bear Bull Traders, and let's get ready to rumble. That's right, folks, we're trading WWE today. We've got a catalyst on WWE with some CFO stuff going on, and I was really zeroed in on this stock. You can actually see here, want to show you off of the watch list today that we were posting in the chat room. I was ready to go on WWE. It was the only stock in my watch list today. I actually didn't even have a secondary. I was just loving the catalyst on it and thought, man, this is going to work out really great. One other thing I liked about WWE, and I'll talk about that a little bit more, and we'll close out my last trading day of the month with talking more about the same, which is levels, levels, and levels. I do want to expand on that a little bit and talk about volume by price a little bit, which you guys might be interested in, and we'll go from there. So right now, WWE was gapped up on our gappers list. Carlos, Norm, the pre-market show. Make sure you guys are getting in on that. Ring the bell, subscribe already. I don't know how to really express how important it is to be trading the right stock. Part of the reason why I'm successful on a pretty regular basis is because I'm trading the right stocks. Without that, you don't have it. Rule number one, catalyst stock for me, right? So make sure you're in the right place. So WWE was looking really good for me pre-market. It was actually pushing down pretty well, and it was looking very, very weak. So most people would be inclined to think on the bad news, this thing is going to just gap down. So, but you can't really make that assumption, right? The thought is let's see how the stock interacts. Let's see what the price level looks like, and let's see how things go. So I marked my levels, and we're talking more about the same there. I've got my resistance here from pre-market. I've got a good solid support from pre-market. Also happened to be the pre-market low. So that makes it very, very important. And then I have this pre-market support from right here at 45, 80, 81, we'll call it. So what I'm looking to do is to gauge what it's going to do. Now, one thing I really thought was quite interesting, if we get a little bit micro here, is you can see how we kind of started to push off against 45.20, but never could make it back down to it. That was interesting to me, that it wasn't really retesting the pre-market low at all yet there, even though it was so close. It just kind of seemed like something was going on there. And then right before the open, it actually threw in a really strong bullish candle that broke through this resistance, or it was actually a support level from earlier that I had marked. Having it break through that really kind of chimed me in that this thing may not be as weak as it looks right off the bat. So I want to see what's going to happen here. So I waited, and the stock sold off very quickly down to 45.20, tested it, but rejected it very, very well and came right back through VWAP up to 46.50. That was a very strong move with a rejection off of that key level being the pre-market low. It came back, retested the pre-market low. This time couldn't even break it, only retested it, rejected in hard fashion again, and this time it pulled back and retested 45.80, which was that support level, but couldn't fall. That's my spot, right? That's where I'm in. Long, 45.99, I believe was my exact entry as we were breaking back up into 46 through VWAP. Through a market right near 47 at this level here, 46.92, and you can see we split filled there a little bit. And then we got our stuff together, popped up a little bit here, and I threw another market. Got a little bit of a sketch fill on this one, but still split right on the other side of those, and then moved up for some great partials all the way up. And I actually held this all the way to, we'll look at my 5-minute chart, all the way to $50. So before I wrap this recap, I want to talk to you guys about one more thing that ties into these levels, and I want you guys to understand, because this is actually going to go for if you were looking for continuation play off of this stock. So a lot of people, when they aren't using levels and they're using averages, you don't really understand what's going on in here. All right. Now, you notice the stock was very strong, but look what it did. These levels are all pre-market levels that I had, or daily levels from a little while ago. So these aren't drawn after the fact. And what happens is, you can see here, we started bouncing between 49.25 and 48.58. And we started bouncing there. Now, a lot of the times you will look at that and you will see that it's just being chop. But the important thing to really look at is this, and let me move over so you can see it a little bit better. Look at this candle right here. These are my volume by price indicators. And what this is showing you is it's showing you the amount of volume that is happening at a specific price level. So notice how at this price level, even though we're quote unquote chopping, there's a lot of transactions going on here. These are actually larger institutions, prop desks. These are a lot of the different, like the really big, maybe market makers, anything in that larger level. This is where they're going to use the opportunity to exchange shares between hands. You'll notice lots of large trades, high volume moves, but everything kind of consolidates in a range and shows a lot of indecision. You'll see that coming too on the level 2. You'll see that there's not a whole lot going on at the bid and the ask in large volume. Rather, everything's just kind of ticking through in small blocks. And that's actually this exchange. But you can notice, look how much volume is actually happening there. So now if this volume was dying and there wasn't producing this volume, that would show a lack of interest in the stock. If this was waning volume, or because we already have kind of the we've have the actual volume by time seems to be dropping, but the volume by price is actually increasing, which shows that the stock is actually accumulating, right? We're actually getting a lot more buys in this area, so the stock price, or the stock itself, is actually accumulating at this price, and we're building up. We had a little bit of a breakdown out of the range to gobble up a little bit and to get everything, and then do a VWAP test and bounce, and then we were off to $50 for an all out. So this is basically how I run almost every single trade every single day. First, I start with where can I get in so that my risk is reasonable. Now, I almost pulled the trigger at 45.30 down here to go ahead and get long for a little bit better of a move, but it just wasn't quite confirmed yet. I needed to see it get back above the support level and get above it, because right now that could easily just be, something like a rising devil or something like that. Wasn't quite enough there for me to be willing to get in there, so I held just a little bit longer for that third candle pullback. One of the best places to entry if you're entering within the first 5 minutes is on the 3-minute pullback. Retested 45.80 and we are off and running. So I hope that's beneficial to everybody. It's been an absolutely fun and fantastic month with everybody. Hope you guys are all having as good of a time as I am, and I hope you're all keeping it green. Thanks.